all the best boxing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to DiBella Entertainment and HDNet's Broadway Boxing, presented by Mohegan Sun from the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. Tonight's fights are promoted by DiBella Entertainment and sponsored by Turner Construction and HBO Sports. Tonight's fights are sanctioned by the Mohegan Tribal Department of Athletic Regulations. Chairman in attendance tonight, Mark Brown. Tonight's timekeeper at the bell, Mike Murtha. Counting the knockdown seconds, Jerry Longo. The chief physician at ringside, Dr. Michael Schwartz, with Dr. Joseph Carpentieri and Dr. Anthony Alessi. The three judges scoring this bout on the 10-point must system, Tommy Kazmarek, Julie Letterman, and Joe Dwyer. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, Michael Ortega. And now, 10 rounds of boxing in the junior welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing black with white, weighing in officially at 142.5 pounds. His professional record consists of 21 wins and 6 losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. From Ghana and fighting out of Bronx, New York, Emmanuel Clottey. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he's wearing red, black, and white, and weighing in officially at 142.25 pounds. His professional record consists of 18 wins and just 1 loss, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. From Washington, D.C., Michael Warrick.
Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. Take your shirt off. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Right here, these trunks are a little high, so I'll be watching. From here up is good, okay? Touch them up. Good luck to both of you.
Michael Warrick versus Emmanuel Clottey. Scheduled for 10 rounds. There's Emmanuel Clottey, trained by Emmanuel Yeboah. And Michael Warrick, trained by Bernie Roach, veteran trainer out of the Washington, D.C. area.
I must have to talk about our ring announcer, Greg Dubin, somebody who lived in the Bronx. It's the Bronx, not Bronx.
Here we go, scheduled for 10. And I talked to Bernie Roach before this fight, and he told me that he wants Michael Warrick in red to box Emmanuel Clottey. Different kind of animal, opposed to Jeffrey Resto, the last man he faced. Clottey will stalk him the entire evening.
Yeah, a lot of people are expecting an all-out war. Me personally, I expect a more tactical, chess-like type bout here.
I think the first time they get a hit on the chin, it becomes a domino, slamming them down on the table. I think they're going to go all out at some point. See, Clottey is stalking. He's very aggressive, and Warrick knows this. He says, I know he's going to come forward, so I got to be prepared.
Well, the strange thing about this, as we mentioned too, that they spent 8 weeks together. They never sparred. And speaking with Mike Warrick last night, he don't know too much about what Clottey will, bring tonight to the table.
Warrick hooking off the jab. Warrick spent 13 months away from boxing prior to his June victory over Jeffrey Resto. Resto came into the fight 17-1 with 11 knockouts, an up-and-coming prospect from New York City. And you can tell that Michael Warrick so far is thinking defensively. Look how he's keeping his hands up and his elbows in.
He's giving away a little bit more ground than I thought he would.
He just snapped the jab instead of pouring it. there's so much talent at 148 pounds, I said before, and these guys really have to make a showing to get the champs to be interested in them. But the champs can really fight each other, don't have to fight the second-tier guys. But if a second-tier guy shows some excitement, shows some ability, well, that's another guy that can fight.
There'll be some in-demand there.
Oh, yeah.
Looking at Clottey, he looks very relaxed, very confident.
What do you expect with that samba he did into the ring?
He was very confident.
Nice controlled pace. I like the pace.
Clottey owns the IBA Continental Airlines title.
Does it come with a frequent flyer?
Yes, it does. After he defeated Jesus Santiago in 12 rounds. Clottey.
Beautiful overhand right.
Right hand. Got his attention. Got Mike's attention.
There's another overhand right as Warrick ties him up. Less than 20 seconds remaining in the first round, scheduled for 10.
Thus far, Mike really haven't let his hands go.
Before this one is over, he's going to have to. And Clottey will be waiting. Back with more Broadway boxing after this. And how did you gentlemen score round one?
I gave the first round to Clottey. But he applied nice pressure. So 2 overhand rights were clean.
So did I. 10-9 for Clottey.
35 of Warrick's 42 punches were jabs. Now Warrick will look to loosen up a little bit in the ring.
Warrick needs to, I was just going to say, got to pop that jab because Clottey's looking to just throw that overhand right. Pop the jab, throw his timing off.
Well, he has the reach. He has to keep him on the outside, control the pace.
There's that fluky lead right hand by Clottey.
He's not fast, Gus, but he's landing.
It's kind of a push.
Both guys have a nice sweat going. Just like to see who goes to the body first with a left hook.
There's another lead right hand by Clottey landing on the chin of Mike Warrick.
Those shots hurt because they're sneaky. You don't see them.
Clottey told me his best punch is a left hook, which we haven't seen. Warrick told me his best punch is a right hand, which we haven't seen.
Mike just needs to loosen up just a little. Control the pace, fight from the outside. Work uppercuts and work the body.
Mike's got to let his hands go, but that right hand has been there all day. As soon as Mike Warrick decides to tap with that left jab, Clottey comes right over the top with that fluky right hand.
Brian, can Warrick be effective from the outside throwing a 1-2, or does he just have to jab and keep moving back?
Well, I wouldn't suggest he keep moving back. Those stiff jabs. Step in with the jabs. But take a half a step back and drop the right hand or drop the uppercut. But you don't want to back up jabbing. That defeats the purpose. Beautiful body shot.
Good left hook by Clottey to the body as Warrick spins off the ropes. Warrick very defensive, unlike his fight against Jeffrey Resto. You can sense that he senses how dangerous Emmanuel Clottey is. There's a lead uppercut.
That's a shot he has to try to throw though. Counter uppercuts.
Warrick has no counter for that overhand right by Clottey. He's not even setting it up with a left. He just plants his feet and hooks that right hand over the top. Warrick just, now he seems to be off his rhythm now.
9 seconds remaining in the second round. Michael Warrick getting a little busier.
Better second round.
Did you understand that? He was saying go to the body. How about that? Here we go, round 3. Scheduled for 10 in the junior welterweight division Emmanuel Clottey from Ghana, right now fighting out of the Bronx, New York, in white. Michael Warrick from Landover, Maryland, which is right outside of Washington, D.C., in red. As we take a look at the CompuBox numbers.
Emmanuel Clottey hitting 50% of his punches. Not too bad. That's what you like, but I like to see both guys a little more busier.
I scored the second round for Clottey, so that's 2 rounds for Clottey on my card.
Warrick starting to get looser now. Got a good sweat going, and now he's starting to put his punches together and pivot off the line.
And he's not moving that far back as we're talking about, Brian. He's just standing right in front of him, step back to reset. Nice inside shots.
Actually, it may serve Warrick better if he stands and fight. As we've seen with Jeffrey Resto, he fought Resto. That overhand right was landing all night.
It's interesting to watch both guys go to the body at one point.
Pulling him down, okay? Mike got a little swelling over his left eye.
May have taken a headbutt to the eye. And usually with these kinds of fighters, with the Emmanuel Clotteys of the world, who have great shoulders, great arms, and keep their guards up really high, the best plan of attack is generally to go to the body. With many of these African fighters.
Right, because 99.9% of them are physically strong. So you have to try to break them down. That shot there might have been a little low, but that's what you want to do, kill the body. You'll break them down eventually.
Can you break them down with just a jab?
No, because I mean, they're so accustomed to guys trying to keep them off with the jab. So you have to put something behind the jab. Clottey hasn't taken a step back yet.
Warrick held his ground about 45 seconds ago, but now he's back a little bit on a bicycle, just moving a little bit.
And Warrick hit low.
Wasn't low. Right on the belt line.
He said that
was on the belt line.
And he said that was kind of high in the instructions.
Yes.
He's going to let it go. Looked like he caught him right on the belt line.
Let's go. Time in. Right.
Left hook getting in by Clottey. Makes Warrick retreat. Now he misses a wild left hook of his own. Emmanuel Clottey wants to force Michael Warrick into a brawl.
You know, Clottey is taller than Warrick, but he's making himself shorter, and it's more difficult for Warrick to get down to his level to fight him.
Closing moments of the third round.
That's what he has to do.
Bernie Roach instructing Michael Warrick in the red. Bernie Roach instructing Michael Warrick in the red to let your hands go. He asked him a question in the ring. Do you want to give this fight away? And if you don't, let your hands go. The total punches through 3.
They see Clottey. He's taking the lead, slowly building up a nice lead of the punches. You know, Warrick's not on his game tonight, but that's because Clottey is. Clottey is working hard, comes inside with the body work, jabs here and there. We haven't seen it, Gus, but that overhand right hand is doing a lot of damage early.
A lot of hesitation in Michael Warrick tonight.
So the key to it is Clottey, the first round, landed a big right hand. He got Mike a little defensive mentally. Mike need to hit him with a nice hard shot to get him a little defensive.
Clottey has lost 6 times. Brings in a 21-6 record, 14 KOs, but of those 6 losses, he's fought some really, really talented world-class fighters.
Well, they threw him in there, especially early. They threw him in there. But he's a much better fighter now. He fought Jeffrey Resto. Actually, I was there in New York when he fought Resto. Jeffrey beat him in the decision. Obviously, we've seen Mike Warrick beat Jeffrey Resto. But Clottey is now a better fighter since that fight.
Clottey with a younger brother named Joshua that's also fought on Broadway boxing, and he is a terrific talent as well.
So a little bit of a jab from Warrick. Not enough of them, though. Both guys trying to work the jab right now. No one's taking a step back. Warrick trying to work behind that jab.
2 minutes into the 4th round.
Nice to see two fighters hold their ground, Gus, and just start slugging.
Yeah, but you'd like to see Michael Warrick a little more busy. He's waiting way too much.
But Clottey really getting to a rhythm in there. He's not been able to slow him down at all. Warrick seems to be wasting a lot of energy the way he's moving. Clottey is moving in controlled steps, short steps.
Step back when I say step back.
Just coming forward. Nice defensive move by Clottey.
Hey, come up.
Clottey still coming forward.
10 seconds remaining in the 4th. Unimpressive outing right now from Mike Warrick. Back with more Broadway boxing after this. 5th round scheduled for 10. Mike Warrick in red, Emmanuel Clottey in the white and black trunks. And there's a nice hook off the jab by Warrick. He's doubling up the jab, but he gets caught with the right hand by Clottey. Clottey waiting for opening. There's another right hand.
Still doing good with his punch stat numbers.
And Warrick is in trouble. He's wobbly right now.
It's all Clottey right now. Clottey, the last round, did a tremendous defensive effort, avoiding punches. Now he's just smothering Warrick with punches.
Here comes Clottey, head of steam. Goes to the body on Warrick. Warrick pinned on the ropes. That right hand getting in again for Clottey. Warrick forced to fight on the ropes 50 seconds in to the 5th round. Clottey trying to close the show now. Warrick's legs cemented in the canvas.
Hey, listen up. You're holding and hitting, okay?
Now Michael Warrick, it's do or die. Either fight or go home.
Clottey has the better leverage right now, planting his feet and then just throwing everything he's got behind a shot. Good defense by Clottey right now.
Fighters toe-to-toe in the center of the ring. Clottey smiling. He knows that he has Michael Warrick right where he wants him at this stage of the bout.
Come here. Time. Come here. Both of you. When I call break, step back clean. Hold your punches. Understand? It's that second time you hit on the break. You better hold your punches. Next time I'll take a point. You understand? Let's get in the neutral corner.
Michael Ortega always seems to
box.
Put his fingerprint on the fight. He's still coming forward, holding his ground, and then just punching.
Punches in front, guys.
Now Warrick coming alive a bit. And those body shots slowed down Clottey. There's a good right hand to the body, and that got Clottey on his heels.
Now we see if he did enough sit-ups this week.
We will see. That's usually how you fight the African-style fighters, because they come in with their hands up high. They've got great shoulders, necks, and pronounced foreheads. And usually the way you go to them is to the body, behind the elbow.
Clottey's also using something else, using his brain. It's a smart fight.
Short right hand lands for Warrick, and I don't know, it looks like Warrick got hurt.
Here comes a nice right hand by Clottey. Look at him, just as he dips his shoulder, bang, right over the top, caught Warrick, and he wobbled him just a little bit. Here he is, just pouring it on. Warrick could knock it out of the corner. Clottey just sat in front of him and just threw punch after punch. Nice round for Emmanuel Clottey.
6th round, scheduled for 10. In the junior welterweight division, Michael Warrick in the red, Emmanuel Clottey in the white. That was Warrick's best round, the 5th round, as we take a look at the CompuBox numbers in round 5. For Warrick, it was his best round, landing 14 of 59 total punches. Clottey, 18 of 61. And the body shots back Clottey up a bit.
Warrick's the one going backwards right now. Clottey trying to come in. Nice left hook by Warrick. Warrick's best opportunity is just to stand still, stop moving.
Now let's go to Brian Adams.
Thanks, guys. Sitting here with a local Connecticut WBA junior middleweight champion, Travis Sims. Just enjoying the action in his local hometown. Travis, quickly, give the viewers a little comment on what's happening in the action.
Well, I see Clottey started out fast, as a fast pace with a lot of aggressiveness, and Warrick is pretty much, I guess, trying to read what Clottey was going to do. Now I see Warrick trying to take control of the action. He's starting to utilize his jab a lot more, and I think he's going to start to make this an easier fight for him now, and I see he's starting to counter Clottey a lot, so it's just a very intriguing fight.
Well, Travis Sims just successfully defended his title against Bronco McCart. What's next for Travis Sims?
Hopefully right now with what we're doing, I'm trying to negotiate with Winky Wright and good faith, and because I've been mandatory for this title for a long time for the Super Championship, and I got a letter from the WBA that stated that the winner of the first Winky Wright Shane Mosley fight was to fight Travis Sims in December of this year, and right now these guys have a rematch clause going on again, so we have to.
All right, we wish Travis Sims all the best. Back to you guys at ringside.
All right, Travis Sims. Right now, Michael Warrick having a better round here in the 6th round, putting his punches together. Managed to get through the guard of Clottey with an uppercut. Clottey continues to put the pressure on him.
Just keeps coming forward. Or trying to fight going backwards. Brian said that wasn't a good thing to do. Just jabbing back up. He's not holding his ground.
Or trying to step off of Clottey to make him reset. Clottey continuously cuts off the ring. 9 seconds remaining in the 6th round. Seventh round scheduled for 10.
Funny you mentioned ring generalship. Warrick told me his idol was Pernell Whitaker because of his speed, defense, and ring generalship. Warrick's not showing any of those 3 things tonight.
No, one of the greatest champions.
The hardest man to hit.
And the total punches in round 6. 48 thrown by Warrick, 18 landed, 43 thrown by Clottey, 10 landed.
Still giving Clottey a shutout.
Much more aggressive.
Okay? Stop it.
And Michael Warrick.
Warrick's corner kind of calmed down. They weren't as loud, verbose as they have been in the past. Maybe they're just accepting the fact that tonight is night.
The last 2 rounds have been much better for Michael Warrick. A minute into the 7th, scheduled for 10. These are junior welterweights. There's that right hand behind the elbow. And you see how Clottey's left hand begins to drop a little bit.
What took him so long to figure that out?
Warrick's finding his rhythm now.
But that's been an MO on Mike Warrick. Which Warrick shows up. If the real Warrick shows up, championship material. Sometimes it can be a little lackluster.
And that's what he's shown through the first 5 tonight.
Gus, if that left hook to the body by Warrick did any damage, it would have sure healed up real fast. But he still hasn't slowed down, just coming forward.
Tell you what, after a while, that right hook to the body has an effect, a cumulative effect.
Absolutely right. When you walk on it, it hurts as the rounds go on, it hurts when you start to walk on it.
Should he have done that earlier, Brian? Because we're in round 7. We got to the 10th.
Well, he wasn't comfortable in there. You know, Clottey set a fast pace, stayed on top of him. Wasn't too comfortable. Had to take him a couple of rounds to figure out, you know, exactly how to stop him and slow him up.
Right. Step back clean. Step back. Step back. Box.
Actually, Warrick looks a little slow in his timing.
Clottey also looks very quick in avoiding punches.
Clottey
that was a
now
little
going
low.
hard to the body. Warrick in trouble.
Keep him up.
Warrick has not answered. Now he does. Now the left hook to the body gets in for Warrick. Doesn't phase Clottey.
Yeah, but landing against the ropes, counterpunching, it makes it look like you're fighting defensively.
He is. 5 seconds remaining in the 7th. Clottey coming on at the end of the round.
You got to press past what you think you can press past. You hear me? Deep breath. Let's go. Another.
Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun Arena here in Uncasville, Connecticut.
Go. Watch those punches.
Bernie
Come
Roach
up now.
telling Michael Warrick in red that you have to press past what you think you can press past. And I would think that that means that there is something wrong with Michael
Step
Warrick
back clean,
tonight.
let him out. Step back.
That's the way it
Box.
appears. He may have got hurt. Maybe, I mean, with the right hands, you know, the right hands is bothering him, obviously, but he may have got hurt to the body.
Clottey landing 25 to 20 punches to punch time.
Come on, Mike. Don't wait. Don't wait.
8th round scheduled for 10.
One thing I like about Bernard Roach, he's not trying to train Michael Warrick tonight. You know, you did all that in the gym. He's being direct with him. He's telling him, listen, what do you want to do? Do you want to win or lose? He should not be getting out-jabbed by Clottey.
Step back. Step back. Step back. Box.
Seems like everything Roach is telling him seems to be going in one ear and out the other. He's not really responding to anything. So is he just having a flat night? Is he getting old tonight?
Well, one thing you're not seeing from Michael Warrick tonight is that stiff 2x4 type jab to really back up Clottey.
But them body shots that put Jeffrey Resto down twice
Step back.
in New York in his last performance. I'm curious to see how his manager, the former bantamweight champion Mark Trushop Johnson, feels.
Off his neck.
Clottey just working from the outside now.
Hey! Step out. Step out. Watch stop on the break. When you punch on the break.
Here's a nice jab by Clottey.
He should not be out jabbing Mike Warrick.
Clottey's reflex is terrific this evening.
He's right in front of him, too.
Warrick's punches going over, around, and nothing going through.
He's been pushing Warrick back the entire fight.
Let him out. Break.
Looks very confident. But this stage in the bout, he shouldn't be.
Good left hook, short left hook by Clottey getting through.
Keep him up, Mike.
There's another short left hook by Clottey. He's setting up that right hand, I tell you.
I was just about to say, he's putting him to sleep for that right hand.
I was saying Warrick's helping him out by dropping the left hand.
Yeah, Mike never really took the lead in this fight.
Nope.
5 seconds remaining in the 8th round.
Another long round.
Emmanuel Clottey still with that bounce in his step. Clottey in the white trunks and Michael Warrick in the red electric trunks. And a look at the punches through 8. Clottey landing 26%, Warrick 20%.
Clottey's going up, but Warrick's staying the same with the percentage.
This is not the same Michael Warrick that we saw against Jeff Resto. Totally different fighter.
And Bernie Roach told him you have 2 rounds. What are you going to do?
Got to let it go right now. Warrick just fighting to survive, to finish. He's 18-1, and he is well on his way to his second loss of his career.
Step back. Box.
An unimpressive showing by Mike Warrick here at the Mohegan Sun.
But also, Gus, the difference in this, Tony and Gus, I think it was a mindset. Going in with the Jeffrey Resto fight, Jeffrey was coming off a fight where people question his heart. So Mike Warrick figured if he pushed Jeffrey, Jeffrey would quit.
Mike better stay off.
He knew
Question of this
Clottey
guy's
was
heart.
right. So mentally, he's not as tough tonight as he was against Jeffrey.
And Warrick's looking for a knockout. He's got 11 KOs in 18 fights. No knockouts after the 6th round.
Sometimes for a fighter, it can be a daunting task to fight as the main event. Whether it be in front of 10,000 people or 10 people.
You're right. Mike should stop backing up, stand his ground. You know, round and a half left. What do we have to lose?
Clottey seems like he's just having fun out there. Everything's working for Clottey. Jab, the right hand, body shots, defense. Chin's working, taking good shots.
That's not a good sign. You hit a dude with your best punch. Then you move forward and hit you with his. But Mike just doesn't look too comfortable in there.
He looks tired. Clottey looks like he could go another 10 rounds.
Oh, easy. Like you mentioned, Gus, he's having fun. Bouncing his step.
I remember against Jeffrey Resto, and I believe Warrick is hurt. Against Jeffrey Resto, Warrick didn't even have a boxing pair of shorts. He fought his heart out. Brand new shorts today, different outcome.
Last round, touch him up, touch him up. Okay, let's go
The
back.
10th and final round between Emmanuel Clottey in white and Michael Warrick in red. And what has Clottey done well so far?
But one thing, Clottey, I'm sorry.
The first we look at the punches, he's done well by throwing a lot of punches and landed.
But the one thing that sticks out to me, he's applied consistent pressure round after round. You know, he first moved to the Bronx. He used to come down to Gleason's. I used to spar with him, work with him. He was average. He's definitely has elevated his game since then. Nice, consistent pressure.
Tonight he's done everything right. His defense was good, jab was good, body work good, aggressive good, stamina good, chin good.
Great concentration, don't forget that.
Yeah.
This corner telling him as he hits Warrick with a nice short hook that if you win this fight, Emmanuel, we're right back in it. Would you agree?
Wholeheartedly.
Oh, yeah.
He's right back on top. The last performance was on HBO. He gave a good account of himself against Panchito Bajado. So, you know, a good win like this over a quality opponent, 18-1, right back in the mix.
Wasn't like he got blown out against Bajado. It was a real
Competitive fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Vivian Harris keep yelling he can't find opposition. Here's a 140-pound guy.
Now Clottey going to the body. Warrick missing.
Nice defense.
You reading my mind there, Tony?
Yes, I was. And your notes.
See, nice consistent pressure.
Ooh, beautiful right hand followed by a left hook by Emmanuel Clottey. Workmanlike performance by this man from Ghana, fighting out of the Bronx.
And you know the one thing, Gus and Brian, if Clottey was to knock out Michael Warrick right now, all the big names would say, nah, I don't want to fight him. He's got to win a decision, and then they'll say, okay, maybe we'll put him in the mix.
But great performance. I mean, I think he did an excellent job. And I think this is a friend of his.
Yeah, and that may have worked against Mike Warrick.
Yeah.
It may have worked against him this evening.
He's a very humble, religious guy. So it may have.
because he didn't come out with the fire
Step back.
and the determination, the hunger in this fight as he did the last time we saw him on Broadway Boxing against Jeffrey Resto. I'm sure Resto would love a chance to tackle him again now.
You do lose a little fight when you step in the ring against someone you know. Happened to me just once.
5 seconds remaining in the 10th round.
Time.
And that's it. Emmanuel Clottey and Michael Warrick go 10 rounds, no knockdowns in the fight. And we will be back with the decision right after this. You're watching Broadway Boxing. Different story, though, for Emmanuel Clottey. As we take a look at the final CompuBox punch stats.
Michael Warrick out throwing a little bit more, but being outlanded by a lot more. 19% for Warrick, 27% for Clottey. Good performance by Clottey.
All right, we're ready for the decision.
After 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. But first, let's give a round of applause to both fighters. Judge Julie Letterman has the bout 97-93. Judge Joe Dwyer has it 96-94. And Tommy Kazmarek has it 96-94 for the winner, by way of unanimous decision, Emmanuel Clottey.
So there it is, a unanimous decision for Emmanuel Clottey. His record now improves to 22-6. Michael Warrick falls to 18-2.